What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I don't know why YouTube or Discord embed didn't work. That was weird. But anyway, in this one we're gonna be building Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 3 in Minecraft. This is episode number 1 and we're live. Hello Glitch Trap, hello Ender. Did it work, Ender? Does it like I know I sent the link, but did it embed properly? Because it showed it and then it disappeared. Hello Michael, hello Zachary, hello Nate. Nate, yes sir. So, we'll see. Matthew, we'll see. Okay, it did embed. Why did it not show on my computer that it embedded? Holy crap, Lois. Hello, Chris. Hello, Michael. Hello, Derek. It's like 0.1% oil. Ink shouldn't be oil-based. Is it? You know what? It's time for an early stream. According to AI overview, yes, many types of ink contain oil. Ink typically consists of a pigment or dye suspended in a liquid vehicle or solvent. For oil-based inks, this vehicle is indeed an oil, often linseed oil, soybean oil, or a petroleum distillate. These oils act as a binder, helping the pigment adhere to a surface and contributing to the ink's dyeing properties. Or drying properties, not dyeing. Interesting. You learn something new every day, and in this one, we're a minute and a half into a stream. Looking up what ink contains. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Luke. Oil-based inks get, like, weird. I can imagine, yeah. I guess paints are oil-based, actually. Or there's oil paint. Bendy and the Freak Machine. So, Chapter 2 tour will be out probably next week. I don't actually have that scheduled yet, but it's done and dusted, so, yeah. Tutorial, I want to talk about that just immediately. Get all of that out of the way. So if anybody asks later, whoever's in chat still can answer, and because I don't feel like answering again. We'll see once 1 is over. 2 will most likely get one, I think, as of right now. And then 3 is really dependent on how 2 does, which, you know, is obviously dependent on how 1 does. So it's really just like a domino effect. And will that domino be glued to the floor or not is the question. So, hello, Fierceina. What do I think of my granny? It's like a 6 or a 7. It's better than the original, definitely, and everything lined up. But, I mean, it's granny. It can only look so good. Hello, Danny. Yes, I have seen that. I'll probably play that on Twitch, maybe. We'll see. Hello, Thomas. When does that actually come out? I, like, forgot already. If you hear a microwave in the background, it's, not. Hi, T-Jock. It's my PlayStation. So I can open Bendy. August 5th? Ah. Oh, so a month from today. Can I see the last time I played Bendy? Does it show me the day? No, it doesn't. I was curious when I worked on this map last. 15th? Oh, so you lied to me, Nit. I see how it is. Anyway. So, you don't start where we ended, which would be this room. Although I think before we do that, I should maybe consider getting the hub teleporter set up. And I'm just going to go steal it from the end of Chapter 1 instead of trying to figure out the direction, because I can never remember it. Cool. I mean, yeah. I won't actually open... Well, I opened Bendy already, but I won't open the Civ file yet. I guess I'll put the teleporter there. That way. And then I can do one of these. Hopefully everyone's having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Did they fix this yet, like, officially? Yes, they did. Why does it look like that, though? Hold on, you know what? No, it's fine. No, I will make it yellow, actually. The white looks weird anyway. What did they do to it? Okay, no, they're all just weird. Okay. Knew it out of 5? Yeah, you got that part right. Just killed Doey. Not Doey! Hello, Ultimate Bloxer. Okay, so how does one set up the teleporter. How do we get to... I guess I'll make a button here that's to chapter 3. Because I would do it like the normal way where I would have like a test for command, so it would end up after you hit a certain point it would teleport you. But then that might screw with you being able to actually go back to the hub. So I'm just gonna not deal with that one. I guess I should actually probably open it because I think there's a bit of a delay, and I'll also check that this one's right. Cool. And we'll just... Nah, I'll leave it, it's fine. Okay, no, I did remove the work in progress part. We'll fly through this chapter. I won't show it in detail because, well, that's for, again, soon. I'm in the, is this where you are, Poppy? Cutscene. Ah, yes. I'm being, not yet actually. I'm being chased by the ink demon. Oh no. He's gonna get me. Environment visual definitely make it look even more orange. Yeah, it definitely does, I think, enhance the batim experience more than a lot of other maps. Okay, so where do I even start this? I guess I just go like over here somewhere and I just do one of these. Which way? Which direction do I want? That way, maybe? You know what? How about I just... This might be a dumb way to do it, but how about I just, like, throw it in, and then make sure it was, if it'd be 8 or 7. I think it should be 8. Yeah. Whatever direction I end up facing is the direction I go. Don't say it, T-Jock. Don't say it. And then you should be 4, and I want to make sure that was 46. Oh, wait, yeah, never mind, because that's positive anyway. Gonna build Dark Revival? Probably not, no. I didn't even put the TP in. Wow, I'm so smart. No, don't say it. I think I want it to be that way, though. Guess it'd be 180. It should be 180, I should say. You mean for chapter 3? I'm starting in the starting room of chapter 3, Chris. I'm not starting somewhere fancy. I'm gonna mark this with a dirt path for now as I build around. Just for a second. Okay, so it would be like a block to my right. There would be a pipe, which I don't know if I want it here or one more over. I think there makes more sense because actually it's embedded in the wall, so no, because I'd put it here. But it's been alright. How's yours been, Nathan? Hello, Echo. Why is that a problem, man? So high. I don't think that would be a problem, you know. You get a nice stream while you're munching. Did you not? I thought you did. Well, I know you finished. I guess I knew you finished 2, which was the only thing I was actually concerned about. Not me forgetting the ceiling. It is 4. Why did 4 look too tall? What did I build that was 3 recently? Oh, Granny. That's what I'm doing. Granny 2. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, what do I do with you? Yeah, man, we are. That's... God. Okay, no, I would have the walls here, and then... What? Yeah, no, actually, that'd be right. I'd have it here. And then there to be 4. But, I think you can see what the problem is with that. Just best chapter 4, nice. Yeah, guys, read the title before you ask which chapter. That might entail you with that information. It might bless you with the knowledge. Because generally it will tell you. I'm gonna do it. I'll just have to live with that one, I guess. Let's do it a lantern or something. Ah. So freaking bright. Just how I like it. Hello, Caroline. I mean, yeah, generally if you're joining a stream, I would presume you're reading what the stream is about. It's only funny because it happens every stream. It's that, like, insanity thing, you know? Like, you hear the same thing enough times, it makes you go insane, but you just can do nothing but laugh. It's about where I'm at right now. I feel like my scaling is gonna get screwed up here from something or other. What am I playing right now? I don't know. I also think the block palette would entail you as to which game it is. Obviously, I realize the Echo, you didn't ask particularly that question, but you know, in general, I'm playing GTA. Dang, how'd you know? Okay, why is this part thin? Why is there a ceiling fan with a guard over it? Well, I have never seen that in my life. In real life, I mean. Like, in-game, whatever. But in real life, that's a little bonkers. Okay, I think I want it there. I'm guessing that's in line with the pipe? Yeah, pretty much. It's basically the pipe. We pipe in. Am I stupid, or is this room actually this small? That's my next order of business to figure out. Oh. I mean, yeah, it is a direct center, so I would presume that's how that would work. I might pump it out both ways a block. Because then that would be for the door, and then it would be... Yeah, I could push this part down. So it'd be there instead. Because it feels a little small. Right now. Hello, Horathon. Wow. The riser poles? You're talking about the, like, thick metal ones that go around the some themes? Not all of them, but some. I don't know terms. I just remember the pieces specifically. I remember taking those down. Hello, objects. Hey, that's my channel, actively. Nothing, that's me. Here you go, you get it, you get a pen. Are they, like, really thick metal poles, man? Like, thick as hell. Like, if I was... I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say that one. Why don't we have your logo on pins, actually? We'll explain something with that at some point in the Discord. Because there's a not exactly for that, but it's kind of a reason. Also, I do love, I don't think you can hear, but people in my background screaming the F word. It's always a good stream atmosphere for me. Hello, Noah. It might be something else. It's just, when you say riser poles, I immediately think that. But I guess it could be like the front arch. Front arch doesn't have it, does it? No, I don't think so. At least it didn't last year. Hello, random. Yeah, no, okay, so... This is what I deal with. Again, I'm only laughing because it's not funny, but... Whatever, honestly. Apologies if you can hear any foul language. Because I know I can. On the inside of Aquaman, so many paintings. Paintings everywhere! Hello, next level, or Ruben. Do you want me to call you Ruben or next level? I remembered this time. Before I read your comment. I can never tell if that's a good or a bad thing. I guess it do be that way. What do I want to use for that? It's like... the only thing I can think of is the Poppy Playtime walls, where I would normally use walls for them. Like this. I might do this. Because then if I could structure void the front. Don't mind already. I'll start calling you ham sandwich. Not actually. Just, you know. Figured out how to make it clear that's a joke. Hi, Mystic. I don't like seafood particularly. Call me weird. Get your oh, you don't like seafood? What? Out of the way. I just don't. Turns out it was just a wooden pallet with boxes. Why would they be getting a pallet though? That doesn't make sense. You don't get pallets at the beginning of the season. It's like the first couple of shipments aren't pallets, and then after that, like the later shipments in the year are pallets. But I think for the big ones worth like, you know, 200, 300 odd boxes, they don't give you pallets. Taking you 3 days to beat both chapters 3 and 4, wasn't playing the entire time. Was half a day, but I finished it. Nice. I mean, you've also seen them, so you know the gameplay, right? Bendy does need something. I mean, I guess we've had the announcements for the new games, but yeah, we really haven't had anything. It's just been like, hey guys, we're gonna make a new game. And that's about all we know. Crypt Countess's box? Dude, I'm like... I'm really starting to question now. Cause like, you know, it is July 5th, and naturally I would have heard by now something, but I guess we'll see. I'm sure it's just something with that. Cause I checked my store on the, like, portal thing to see what job openings or whatever were there, just out of curiosity, and it did show that it was supposed to, you know, exist. But also, last time that happened for a store that I tried to apply to, it didn't actually exist, so, you know. As in the first time. Because, obviously, my store existed. I just wasn't applying to my store originally because it was technically not my closest. Even though, one, that other store never opened, and, 2, technically speaking, driving to my spirit is easier. 5 weeks? What about 5 weeks? What's it 5 weeks until? It's December 5th. Today is December 5th. August 15th is in 5 weeks. 12th, 19th, 26th, 2nd. Wow, actually. No, well, it's almost 6. How busy is Spirit in July? It doesn't open in July. Generally in August when we open, it's like, you know, average. It's nothing crazy. We don't get like a wave of people, but definitely by like late September into October, it gets crazy. Especially on weekends. Generally, like, weekdays aren't that bad until mid-October. But I think it's all fun, so. I'm about ready, though, to start it. Like, come on. Come on, do something. It's like that meme. That's me right now. You said August 1st, right, Nathan? If I recall. Because I could do the math for you, since I know you're not an expertise at math. Sorry, I didn't mean to bully you like that. How do you apply for Spirit? If you go on to their website, just Spirit Halloween or whatever, they have a thing for it. You'll see. It's like if you click on the 3 bars in the top left, there's like a job section. For some reason, I don't know, it's weird. Because the first year I applied, it was through, I think Talent Reef is what the website's called. And so they still use that, but they almost like made rid of it a little bit. So I just wanted to see what that was. It's literally just a trapdoor. I thought it was like a fence gate or something. But they like still use it, but it doesn't actually go through it the same way. So you basically, it's just a whole extra step for whatever reason that they decided to add. Whatever it is and whatever the reason was for it, or it's annoying. So yeah. But I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter a ton for me, because it's not like I'm applying for the first time. Hello, William. Oh, sorry, hi Beaks, I did not see you. But yeah, I'm not gonna read everything. Just accept that. I don't want to have to time you out for repeatedly asking, but I absolutely will. And the mods are less forgiving than I am, so if I'm saying I'm gonna time you out, I might not even be the one to do that, you know? But just relax. Okay, that should be this room other than the ceiling done. Yeah, there's also a bone on the floor. I could put it in an item frame. Oh, but then it'd be white, which is not the correct color. Yeah, hang on, good. Imagine one rule for Spirit Halloween applications is just don't be susceptible to jump scares. I mean, pretty much. After a while, you get used to them. But there was it last year? Yeah, it was last year they had Desmodus. And oh my goodness, you could hear him from the other side of the store go off. It's crazy. But they never really jump scare me because I'm kind of used to them at this point. But it is also, I guess, the case of somebody steps on it as you walk by or something at the wrong time, and it will get you. Absolutely. Hello, Philip. Hello, Oleg. Yeah, somebody did. Only 2 sections and 2 chapters, actually. Play Home Sweet Home is such a maze, it's confusing. The latest section is Yarnaby and No Man's Land. Yarnaby and No Man's Land sucks. Thankfully, I'm good at the game now, so I don't have to worry about that, but yeah. I think I did it deathless in the recent MHH, didn't I? I feel like I didn't die there. Technically, that's a square. This road just messes with it. I'm not a huge WWE fan. When I say not a huge fan, I mean I'm not a fan at all. Just kind of not my thing. This way. As you ask a spirit employer where something is, just start riding and then get jump scared and then just curl up into a ball and start crying. True, I would do that. I do remember that, and I actually had that happen on my original playthrough, Oleg. He just disappeared. Yeah, let me be bad at reading in peace, please. Okay, ceiling fan I think is the only thing noteworthy on the ceiling, and again, it's in a cage for some reason. There's also a couple ink splatters. The inking happened over here. That sounds really weird. Is that all the ink? That should be all the ink, yes. How do I make a ceiling fan in a cage? How does one... How? Where is it? It's like there. Because it's not like I have a lot of room to make it. I guess I could just do it like this. Anyway, I can make that more ceiling fanny. It's mildly more ceiling fanny. Of what, Brittany? I love Yarnaby too. Did oak subs surrounded by dark oak trapdoors? My design's definitely, obviously, far superior. I am joking, for the record. For any of you boomers take it seriously, even though I don't think any of you are in boomer category. Okay, I can get rid of you since actually you can't be seen anyway. And I want a wall there and then a wall here. And that'll be my hallway. 4 blocks. Yeah. Probably, Nathan. Draw me next. Jesus, Brandon. Not Brandon again, Gomga. Oh my goodness. Poor Brandon. How about Chuck E. Cheese? I haven't, like... Dude, Chuck E. Cheese used to be so much more popular when I was a kid. I feel like it's fallen off, no? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just older and, you know, don't hear about it anymore. But I feel like it doesn't exist like it used to. Like, dude, that was the place. The absolute gold mine of my childhood. Good jump scare and just disintegrate. Brilliant. Hello, Alone Nugget. Moving the animatronics was a decline of the U.S. The U.S. as a whole? I mean... I guess you've got a point. It's a stretched point, but it is a point. More so about the whole U.S. rather than specifically Chuck E. Cheese. Specifically Chuck E. Cheese, I 100% agree. I feel like they didn't even have them, like, when I went. Which would have been... I mean, maybe they did, but I don't feel like... I don't remember them, at least. No, that's not one of my memories. It's gonna be an arcade apparently. It's this location if you you just fell off. They rebranded so much that it just isn't even the same place anymore. That sucks. Like again, that place was so cool. Do I want to push that wall out a block? Because it technically, this particular panel, I mean, is like here. And then it just goes back to minding its own business. Sure. I just don't think that a kids restaurant is indicative of the country as in its entirety, but you know. That has been alright. How has yours been, William? 1, 2, 3, 4. Replaced it with a wall and massive TV. Crazy. I was a Desmodus. Man, the Desmodus man. I don't even want to begin to think about what that means, T-Jock. But I mean, I guess to be fair, arcades in general feel more like teenage to adult rather than, you know, not, I guess. And my dog's barking at probably nothing. Oh, there's stalls. That's interesting. And then there's a gate it off area. Oh, okay. Do I want that to be 4? No, I think the 3 makes more sense because there'd be the counter that would be, or the sink that would be here, and I guess I'll do it like this. I don't know. Proportions might be a little bit odd here, but we'll see. I guess I'll also know if they look off. Jump scares the animatronic, then the animatronic curls up into a ball and cries, and the employee introduces him. Oh my god. Brandon's doppelganger. Is there a drinking simulator game? Well, anything with your favorite block. Without your favorite block. Waxed, oxidized, cut copper stairs. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dude, I use those like more often than you would probably think, though. Like, they absolutely get their usage out of me. Whatever that means. Move the extra row, because it doesn't seem to be what I want. Real. 2020 feels forever ago, doesn't it? Like, my goodness. Find a use for cherry wood? Sure, I've used stripped cherry wood at some point. I don't know about regular. I think Piano used it in the project once. Whoa, Nathan. Whoa. Upside down Brandon PNG. Every other person is a high quality 3D model, but PNG. Did I see the animatronics start working off the IC I'm leaving? See, but like, that's the fun part. That's just when it gets interesting. when things start getting haunted, you know? I love how it's not centered. There's a light over the mirror and it's just not centered. That's the game I know and love. I don't actually. Bye, man. Like power usage in FNAF? Yeah, actually. 4th of July? It was alright. Didn't really do anything crazy. Just kind of, you know, vibed, streamed, whatever. Did the usual. Can you not crouch in Bendy? Oh no, that was the thing that they removed from you, right? Crouching. Well, okay. It is off-centered, intentionally, I swear. Conduit. You can't crouch, you can only jump. Okay, yeah. I'm told you to make it in a great life. We'll take a screenshot on the creation and sitting in your gallery. Ah, yes. I showed Life and Foundation that the other day, by the way. Wow, he's gotten 2 cameos already in this stream. But, I don't know how it got brought up. It got brought up somehow, and I showed it to him. He thought it was brilliant. So, yeah. Why can you only jump? That's a good question. I would love to be able to crouch so I can look under the sink. So I can become the plumber. Do you think they'd like not kill me if I told them I was a plumber? Just be like, yeah guys, I'm here to fix the leak in the sink. Like, do you think they'd let me off the hook? What are the odds? I might push that wall out a block still. Yeah, I was gonna put it here, but I don't really... Not fond of that so far. So... What did you name the creation? The Lifeinator. 3000. My biggest, best creation yet. Sorry, 5, you don't get in the list. Actually? Hold on, I'm doing something. Okay. Henry's in his 50s, his grandpa knees won't let him. How old is Joey Drew in the setting of these games? Like, genuinely curious. He's got to be old as hell. Satisfying Matthew keyboard smash with hammer. That was not a hammer. I know I've got absolute units of fingers, whatever the hell that means. But I was doing some typing. My opinion is right because yes. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. Probably just never sees legs and bet him anywhere. Maybe he's a ghost. On today's episode of Sick Bendy Theories. Oh, yeah, you're so right. I forgot that Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 0 is the best chapter for real. Not clickbait. 100%, 100%. What would that imply, actually? If you say 100%, 100%? Is that 200%, or is that, like that 100% is certain? Like, that 100% is also 100%? You're just fact-checking yourself. Hey, good news. I don't have to make whatever's behind that. Since it's kind of blocked off. What the archives chapter? That doesn't count. I guess I could have paired it with 5. Or... Yeah. Inside Bendy tutorial, outside flying ship tutorial. Exactly. Okay, if this fits in a ship, we're crazy. Order Portal 2 and Halo 2 for the Xbox Virtual Console, but it's a 360, so it's backwards compatible. Hell yeah! If you're throwing original Xbox games in there, Burnout 3 Takedown is probably my favorite racing game that I've ever played. I love the random light sources in some of these areas that are just coming out of like the woodwork. They just kind of are there. There's nothing they're coming from, they're just there. Oh yeah, I wanted to go find a danger keep out sign. There should be one in this part of chapter 1 in the staircase. Never played an Xbox, always been a PlayStation guy. I've had my fair share of both. Why did I get rid of the beehives? I gotta get out of here somehow. I mean, I'm really not. I've had my arcs of them, but again, Burnout specifically in general. Burnout in Motorstorm. Motorstorm is like that's a little more, I guess, classic racing game. Burnout is, or sorry, Motorstorm is, but those are like the 2 racing games I absolutely had my arc with playing. And if you threw like an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 or whatever in front of me and one of those games and said play this, I would sit down and I would be playing those games. They're that fun. I don't think there's a lot of like old games I'd look at and would be like, yeah, I would sit down for an hour straight and play those, but go ahead then, stream it. I already did my Batim stream recently. Is there a guy in the toilet? Can I open the stalls? Oh, that would have been really useful to know like 15 minutes ago. Not that long ago, that was an exaggeration, but you get the point. My point is the exaggeration, I think. Oh, I can't open that one. That one's not for sale or something. Can only open that side. So that's fun. Bacon soup in the left toilet? Thanks, I guess. That's good to know. That is a wither skeleton skull. Once you open the door, you can go back and the stall is open. Oh. Yeah, see, that's so random. Hello, Clara. Yeah. Another SB stream? Building it or playing it, Nathan? I actually worked on it recently. It was one day on, instead of working on Sodom, I hopped on and, like, made a dent in the Rockstar Row area. That's great, Oleg. It's like the VC this morning, oh my goodness. It's a little chaotic and questionable at the same time. Why does kid-shaped food exist? Who is making jelly babies and thought, yes, people want to eat babies? I don't want to think about it, honestly. I don't want to think about it. It's not important. It's not. Well, the jungle would be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it'd be there. How about the other way? Well, it lines up with that, obviously. So whatever that would give me, which is actually just literally that. Cool. I guess I'll make that a strip jungle for the point. Actually, that would be a row. I think, instead. Which doesn't really matter. I can't see it anyway, so. Okay, now it's lagging a little bit. So, it's so off and on. I don't know if anybody else has been using vibrant visuals consistently, but it does not seem like it in itself is consistent. It'll be lagging sometimes, and then the rest of the time it's fine. And then, like, I'm not having problems here when I'm streaming, but I've had problems in Granny. I was having problems in Granny earlier when I was building Granny 2. And I don't really know why, but I was, so. I don't know if anybody else has had the same issue where, again, they're just... Seems like it sometimes will lag and sometimes won't. And, like, it only lags when it wants to on Sodom, it seems like. Using vibrant visuals consistently, just not Minecraft. Valid. I'm gonna go back into the bedroom you started in. Behind the chest is a bone you can give Boris. His mouth for the rest of the game. Oh yeah, it's like right here. Alright, there is a bone there at least. Yeah, is that the one you're talking about? It's like on the wall there. Didn't I do that on the YouTube, or am I stupid? Or sorry, the Twitch stream when I streamed it. I don't know why I said YouTube. Have you seen the Big 25 is crazy? Be playing Rickroll? How is Rickroll still around? I haven't, like... Feels like that should have died 3 years ago. Like, it's amazing that every once in a while I'll see one pop up. Please me if I remember. And if I get that far, I probably won't. This might be... Hold on. Sorry, I'm skeptical. This might be like one of those half stream series where I'll work on it sometimes on stream and then other times just, you know, work on it in my own time. But we'll see. I'm not really sure yet with this. I also don't know how consistently I'll stream it. The legs do not look right. Stick bugged recently. Wow. Why is that more surprising to me? Yep, perfect. Just what I wanted. But I'm moving it to that so I can have, like, these going into it. Rid of the wall, actually. Which one looks better? The other side of it looks better. Stick bugged in this economy? I don't think the economy is particularly related in this context. But sure, I guess. Stay back, Boris. I've got a knife. Don't make me do it. I don't actually have a knife. That was a lie. How are the votes doing? 1, 2, 47, 3, 4, 40, and then 5, 13. Wow, I expected 5 to be doing more better than that, whatever that means. You hit it in your city? That's crazy. I hit 10,000 in Ellen too. We do member shout out. That was a good time, I think. Thank you too. Rachel, Metametro, Tiffany, Max, RN, Chris, Nate. Hey, you were here. Rose, VidAwesome, OMS, Michael, Game Bros, Jamie, Laserwolf, Mahar, Bitter Giggle, Edward, Learning with Nico, Caitlin, Georgie Bros, Howard, Oleg, not Oleg, so close though. Will, Bill Funter, what a name. Jefferson, John, Scribbledon, Horathon, Gaming Pro, Dreamy, Sesame Productions, Multigust, and Hayden for being our channel members. Don't stab Boris, and how will he be in Lone Wood? How would he be in Lone Wood? Going on holiday next week? Where are you going? Hope you go to a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Don't know why. I'm not saying I want you to get spring locked or anything, but... Hey, it wasn't me. It was some other guy. He took your name. I didn't take your name. It's not my fault. I'm innocent. Yeah. My balls got spring locked. I imagine that would, like, really hurt. Like, very badly hurt. What is the worst spot you get spring locked? I think that actually takes the cake. There's definitely a couple spots that would hurt very badly. Very good pizza place in St. Andrews, no animatronics, so damn. But misspelling names is funny. People 70% of the time call me not nudes. just like say Nate. Is that not hard, or is that too hard? Whatever. Pronouncing things is hard, to be fair. I always feel so terrible when I, like, mispronounce a name, or know I'm going to mispronounce a name. Because, like, I'm too stupid to know, but also, it's not my fault, really. Sometimes it is your fault. Like, there's definitely, I think, some names that if you mispronounce them, that's entirely on you. But... truly agonizing pain. Favorite FNAF character? Sun and Moon, I would say. Sun and Moon is so... especially with Ruin. Hello, Parker. Springlock. Oh, God, Chris. Yeah, that would also, I'm sure some people would like that, though. I feel like there's at least one person out there that would get that and be like, oh, hey, I actually want to... Can you do that again, please? Most embarrassing and painful moment in public? I'm trying to think if I've done anything that is just, like, absolutely embarrassment for the record books, you know? I'm sure I had to have done something. In general, I'm Freddy, but to be honest, it's any Freddy in general. Voice acting reasons. Kevin Golf is crazy at voice acting, but he also does Sun and Moon, so. Didn't you, like, were you the one who kept removing letters, like, every month from it? Their fastbears would absolutely be absolutely terrible. Reheated pizza, to be honest. I mean, yeah, honestly, probably. No, I think they would have started out, like, just amazing pizza, and then as they, you know, make more, they turn to reheated pizza. The Inkening. If I were to voice a FNAF character, who would it be? feel like it was like Withered Freddy or something. My dad? Sorry, I can't do that one, Oleg. They need to be here. Sorry. That was mean. Wizards are an exception, yes. Wizards don't even... Do the Wizards have a voice? I know Bonnie and Chica do, but does Withered Freddy even exist in FNAF? Or in UCN? Do more statue tutorials. You're gonna get a few Secret of the Mimic ones. But beyond that, I'm not really sure right now. It just depends. I am planning on doing Chapter 4 for Poppy Playtime, but then really after those, it's kind of just like, maybe, maybe not sort of deal. You suddenly feel harassed. It'd be an amazing voice actor for like a phone guy hand unit style character. Maybe. I feel like it'd be good for like William Afton's son or something. I don't know why. I picture William Afton being British. Or is he? Maybe it's some like online interpretation of him that I've seen. Only 60? Come on, you do a little more than that, wuss. He is? Okay. I know, I'm sorry. I realized that after I said it, like there was a chance of something like that. You'll have a battle. Who will win? Who will win the time? I did egg them on, to be fair, T-Jock. Hey, Boris. How's it going? Why is there... Whatever. Get your yapping out of the way? Yep, there we go. Trying to get, Doofus over here to talk. As in my character. As in me. Yeah, but also you can't take... What is the voice actor's name? Andy, I think? You can't take his job. You gotta pick something that hasn't been voice acted. You can't replace current FNAF hand unit. It's just not happening. Thank you, Horathon. Seen fireworks yesterday. I heard a lot, but I didn't really like go out and see. I think the wall's here, but I really can't tell. There's so much stuff over here. So many barrels and things. I'm a little lost in the sauce. Is go faster the wrong answer? The little wet floor bus in Security Breach? I don't want to imagine them having a voice. I think that's a thought that I didn't need today. One of those things you can go most of your life without thinking about, you know? And you would be just swell. Don't say light blocks. Don't say light blocks. Or wax signs. Hey guys! Wait, does that line up? No, actually it doesn't. Why the hell? Wait, actually no, it would. It would definitely line up. Hey Boris, would that line up? Do you know? Are you a Minecraft player? I don't think Boris knows. Alright. Well, that's not particularly a good sign. Give me a minute. Okay. Maybe? Are we alive and well? I think we're alive and well. Guess I'll find out. Hey, now I just hear the Whiffler boat saying sweep, 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 like the broom and baldies now. Oh, Lord. It did, it did. It was having a moment. As anticipated, I suppose. Wait, that doesn't probably line up, does it? I'm gonna take a cheeseburger and swallow it in one bite because of this. I don't know. It's related, okay? That's all you need to know. That it is, in fact, related. Yeah, okay. Didn't really need that, but thanks anyway. That would line up there, is that correct? Maybe? Oh. No, but also yes. I mean, okay, well, if I had it... Hold on, if I had it here, let's do some measuring. This room does not, like, work. Like, the numbers aren't numbering for me here. Okay, no, yes they are. Never mind. Crisis potentially averted. I'm not really sure. Gonna pretend that it's averted. What type of cheeseburger? I don't know. It's a joking answer. It's fine. I was built for the one bite cheeseburger challenge. Console stream micro story mode on for this channel. Every stream would either be PS4 or 5 that isn't PC. So that would have been PS4. Ho ho ho. Santa Claus? Oh, never mind. It was right before, because this wall goes a block further out. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. That's 4 there. So then maybe the jungle would be 5. Like that. Says any of this, what I'm saying makes sense? Just say something. Just say yes. Okay, what you doing there is jumping. You just jumped. Try this. Say apple. Apple. You know, it's close enough. I don't know the lines very well at the beginning. Some lines I know. I know too well. And then there's like those that I sort of know, but my knowledge isn't quite as extensive as it should be. MSM goes so much on the 4, that's why I bought it for the 360 a while ago when I was taking games up. Went up to 100. What? Why? I was gonna say who would pay that for any game, but definitely some people for some games. Actually, me for the LN3. That's besides the point. Okay, you guys wanna... Yeah, we're an hour in. Actually, I'll finish this layout first, and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Have not really I mean, it's kind of a proposal, but it's also not. Yeah, we're almost there. What are we at? We're like 140 away? The Hour of Joy? Question mark? Well, you see, what's special about that hour is... I'm not gonna... I didn't know that. Okay, that's this area. There's a door over there, but I didn't add it. Just so you know, it's there. Okay, so this whole side is too? Oh no, just this portion that I made is too. It's Silk Song very bad then. I think I agree. It's a myth. You're a myth. You're not real. That is what a myth is, actually, yeah. I would check out. Okay, so everything else should just be 1. Which means we can, for now, build up the walls. I don't necessarily... Not all this would stay the same because of... Well, I mean, the layout probably will. But I'm referencing specifically the... Because there's like some things in the walls and stuff. Towards Forgot Medicine prototype tells... to make people made Jesus. What is the medicines? Oh, I missed that panel. That one should be, I think, 2. If I'm correct, which I am. Because I'm never wrong, obviously. Okay. You guys want to see Chapter 3 school progress? Since I've been working on that a bit. That'll give me a nice bendy break. We're gonna dive bomb into Playcare. Oh, it's gonna get laggy as well. I do apologize. It's just how it is. How it do be. Average poppy playtime experience. Oh. Can I get up, please? No? Okay. So. You can feel the lag spike when the command block activated. That's great. I've been working on this for a little bit. I haven't done a ton. I mean, I've done a good amount. But I haven't been working on it an insane amount. So it might not be as far along as you would necessarily anticipate. But I've still been getting a good bit done. Thank you, Oleg. I've been going kind of crazy with the detailing here. As you can see with the mass amount of buttons I've been putting on the floor. Dude, I can see Boris in the corner of my eye just tapping his fingers on the table. But it all lines up. It all worked pretty nicely for what I've done so far, which is good. I was worried about this area not working, like you see that room there. Which you'll see later, actually. Since that's the area you go to, obviously. I'd show the vents, but they're just vents. There's nothing really interesting about them. Yeah, a little. Almost a perfect landing? Yeah, almost. But, you know, I've been, I discovered a glitch with glass panes, by the way. Because you're not supposed to see this, since, you know, normally if there was a block there, you wouldn't be able to look at it from this angle. Because if it's another pane, you just see the end of that previous pane. This doesn't actually render in properly, so it just... The pane disappears when you look at it straight on from that angle. The usage of a structure void. Which is interesting. It's not even a vibrant visuals thing. That's just like a base bedrock thing. But I do think because, again, like, if it's that, obviously you can see the end there so it loads in. But you shouldn't see that, technically. And I guess I didn't plan for structure void usage. I don't know. Dude, that TV is so bright. Every time I see it, I'm like, my god. Yeah, I'll show this area first, whatever. So here's this room, which I just showed from there. See, it all is lined up, at least in that regard, which is good. that's really the hard part of that out of the way. So yeah, all this will be a time lapse soon. I have to go to the vent here. I don't know when yet. It's obviously once I'm done the school, which I'm not that far off. Exactly, Gomgut. Yeah, there's this room, which is kind of only accessible that way, and then you can see into that there. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, I thought about opening one of the doors, but yeah, just kind of leaving it as it is normally. And then I've also been starting this layout, which has been a nightmare. This is the like chase area. And I think, where is it? It should be here is the end, where you have a room on this side, and then the hallway would end up looping back over here somehow. I need to check if all this is right, though. I don't think that it, frankly, is. But we'll see. I don't really know what's going on yet with this. Because I don't have, like, Unreal Unlocker or anything, so I've been doing this all with a video clip, which is not really particularly enjoyable. I might have to go back through it and like just check again and see, more so paying attention to the layout and certain things, because yeah. And I've been doing this off the time lapse just because it's kind of boring, and then I'll just fulfill or fill each room with it during it, whatever. Remember when I was playing school, I think Mr. Light got stuck or despawned because only saw in the first room in the final hole when you killed her, so on edge because I couldn't see. I haven't had that happen in a while. That might be a console issue particularly now. But I remember, I think the first time I played through it that happened, where she, like, got stuck on something and just never pursued me. So I had, like, a free walk the whole time, which was great. Really wish I could get that again, but, you know. But anyway, yeah, that's how that's coming along. Happy with it overall. Just it's been, I think, a lot more boring than gas production was. And, I mean, Home Sweet Home I haven't really done anything on, so... Why do they cover jelly babies with cornstarch? I've got a feeling it's some preservative related thing. But God knows at this point. Whatever it takes, Imagine Dragons reference, to keep it on the shelf for one more day. Chapter 4 crashed on you because you jumped off a cliff accidentally. See, I did it on purpose and mine didn't crash. That's odd it crashed. Oh, so they didn't stick together in sweet shops? I guess that kind of makes sense, yeah. I wouldn't want my candy to stick to my other candy, to stick to my other candy, to stick to my other candy, to stick to my... You get the point. I could technically go on infinitely with that. Not that there would be infinite candy, but, I mean, maybe. This is what the man in the white van told me, so... Debated not making that joke, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to make that joke. So there you go. What I do when I'm building is I look for an exploit to get them stuck so you have free reign. That's what I do for Alpha 3 and Alpha 4. I should see if there is one, yeah, because I would absolutely make that chase so much more bearable. Generally, I just record video clips regardless, like even if it's a situation where I just kind of have Bendy open AFK in the background, but I do think it would be helpful to have a little bit more free reign, or again, get like a Unreal Unlocker or something, or force someone else to help me with it. It's always an option. I'm gonna explode. You can see the bottom of the item frame, but it doesn't stick through, which is interesting, I guess. What? I forgot I gotta make soup for Boris here. What block could I use for that? Probably not fletching table. Yeah, I'll be cancelled for the color red being in there. Crafter. That's somehow further off. Loom. Actually, the front of the loom isn't half bad. I don't really want to think about the sides. But then again, I could do that for that side and just like a trapdoor for the other sign or something. Probably, Danny. We'll see. It depends on a lot of things for it, but yeah. I think once we get a release date, I'll be starting the Chapter 1 tutorial for it as well. Like icing, sugar or something, that would work, but no yucky cornstarch. I dislike jelly beans. Like, some flavors are okay, but generally, yeah, I just don't like them. Hello, Mini Mumbo. Want to stream of all 4 Pocket Playtime chapters, but it's on console. And after each chapter, yeah, it would. If you're on PlayStation, which I think you mentioned you were, yeah, it will. Which is really annoying, because I like... I would love to do a marathon stream on console. I hope they, at some point, fix that. Even if it's like PS6 or something. Just, please, give us the option to change games while streaming. Even if it's like pause stream or something, but there's no real way to. If I want to use a fire pot, I'll just leave it open. It's kind of like a gap there anyway. Hello, cool gamer. Oh yeah, by the way, I should mention this. Tomorrow's stream will be early morning probably. That's it. Just that. So yeah. Chapter 3. Good job. And in fact would be correct. Allegedly, Chris. Allegedly. Listening to somebody the song. I really hope you weren't like eavesdropping or something. That'd be pretty weird. About that song I said in the Discord in my head a little bit. I learned that at some point, yeah, that actually does go somewhere. But of course that was after I already finished the tutorial like really recently, and I just can't be bothered to fix it. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I would, but I already mentally shut myself off into being that, into having that project done, so I can't. Unless when you aren't twitching it if you like it. That's unfortunate for you next week then. Oh lord, a gramophone. How does one make a gramophone? How's Green Day? I haven't listened to it anymore. I like entirely got lost in the sauce of listening to a lot of Pop Evil. To be entirely honest with you. I just entirely forgot. Sick. Okay, now can I find the stairs? On today's episode of Can We Find the Stairs? It's there. Is it there? Is it over? It's in. Okay, so it'd be there, there, and then like there, 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 there. Those are a little bit more obvious since the light near them makes them shine. Should have done that actually. Just put a bunch of light blocks on top. I would have revealed them a lot easier, but... Could you stop looking at me like that, Boris? Kind of trying to build you in Minecraft. Well, not you. I don't think that one's happening. Definitely a little smaller than I would like. I feel like that's going to be too tall, but let's see. No, that's fine. Is anyone else watching stream while Michael Jackson, Billie Jean is playing over a Dollar General speaker while buying Dr. Pepper? Is it just me? Man's really pulled the most specific circumstance out of his back pocket that he could and was like, anyone else doing this or no? Is it just like is that a one-off me thing right now? Like, gee, I wonder. There's a 21st century breakdown, right? Yes, I do. 2 9-minute songs. Splendid. I could take a nap and the song still wouldn't be over. I always have like a weird... Not necessarily against long songs specifically, but I guess with longer songs, I'll always like... I always dread when they're gonna come up for me in like a playlist or whatever. Okay, remember that. Bottom right piston, bottom left sign, top right button. Bottom right piston is, I think, the only thing I really need to remember. But what was this? I'm just kidding, I remember. Be that, and then BI was in the top. Unfortunately, I need to change the strip hook to face sideways, I think. Well, I mean, if they're in my playlist, they can't be that bad. One's Imagine Dragons and one's Starset. The longest two, at least, are. Starset one is Everglow, which is, I think, 7 minutes and, like, 56 seconds. And then Nothing Left to Say, Imagine Dragons is, like, 8:54 or something. Starset's got a couple, like, 6-minute songs, too. But I guess it's like, I more so dread it, especially whenever I'm driving, because I know I'll get one like when I'm 2 minutes before getting home or whatever, and I just can't finish it. That's like more of my issue than the songs being bad themselves, because I'm just like, great. It's gonna hit me in the most inconvenient time it could physically, you know, do so. Multiple songs in one? I mean, depends. Imagine Dragons is, I think it's 2. It's Nothing Left to Say and then Rocks is the other one. But I don't think you necessarily... I mean, I guess that just having like a really long verse or instrumental is kind of weird at times, yeah. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm smart. And we got whatever the hell this modern art piece is on the other wall. There's no glazed terracotta that would work, is there? I like gray. Sure, honestly, why not? Let's give a minute. It feels like another song. Oh well, Imagine Dragons is literally 2 different songs. Like legitimately, but I kind of see what you mean. Yeah. There's another song. It's a Pop Evil song. I think it's called Nothing But Thieves. It's like a 6-minute song, but the first like 2 minutes are an instrumental. It's so odd to me. Like the instrumental at the end is different, I feel like, than the one at the beginning. I don't know. It just feels so out of place at the beginning because it's not like a heavy instrumental. It's like a what is the thing that I'm thinking of? Oh my god, what's that instrument with like the bell or like the triangle that you hit the insides of? Oh my god, it's like it's right there. Don't it's not just called a triangle, is it? Hold on. It's literally just called a triangle. Yeah, okay. It is the triangle. Yes, yes. Going by his full name, glamorous rock star Fredicus the Third. Look, it just wasn't there for me, okay? Can a man not have his moment of forgetfulness? Anyway. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, no, I did read it. I was just in the middle of my thought process, so I didn't actually read it out loud. Hello, Momo. So close. Definitely not Poppy playtime. Okay, there, and then the ceiling directions should be the same way in theory, yeah. Which is beehives facing that way. I gotta make sure I leave that panel open. I'll build around it first. Okay. Oh, then I gotta actually play the game after this. Aww. I don't want to do that, because I gotta make him the soup. Anything else that's noteworthy on the ceiling? There's a couple lights, yeah. So, I'll add those quickly. Oh, and I already got the one over there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This one here. And then there's one... Where was that? Oh, over there, over the stove and stuff, which frankly doesn't need any more lighting. There's like 16 conduits over there, but you know, we'll add more anyway. And there's also a pole in the middle of the room, which appears to be aligned with that. Looks like it's there. And the trapdoors are on the top. Okay, I might have an idea. I'll have to remove a pipe. Oh my god. I'm coming also to the death of St. Jimmy East 12th Street. Nobody likes you rocking over. Coming home again. Next, split some of the chapters up into sub-chapters. Okay, now you're getting a little too much split up there. Actually, why don't I just do this? Actually, why do we have to leave right now? Do you know how good this feels? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this. Insert maniacal laughter here. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Any objections to that? I don't think there's any objections to anything I did in this room, actually. It seems like the room is done. How did, like... Oh, there's a barrel that I missed. How did Henry know that Boris had the lever? I have to ask. Why did he, like, assume that? Like, oh, so I gotta make you something to eat. Like, there was literally nothing that... that collude or hinted towards that. You can't see the lever anywhere. It doesn't exist. I don't care. I don't care. Whoa, bad words. Why does the floor change? Huh? This is split in half, and then either side has different things going on. Well, actually the same. I can't change it technically because of the way that it's changed. It isn't something you could do. But it's like either side is... The floor texture is rotated on the left, basically, from what it actually is here. And then this is just entirely wrong, I realized, which is good. Splendid, even. So, what am I, collecting super or something? That's what you do here, right? You collect the soup? So used to the run button not being what the run button is. Three soup, okay. I got one. I got two. I got three. Make Boris soup. Since he goes into your yard. Nobody cares. He's supposed to get me out of here. So many songs. Thanks, stupid. I don't like you, Boris. Okay, now that I've opened that, I'm gonna go give him the bone and also check that stall. Oh, yeah. Not really anything I need to add, though. Grab the bone. And Boris is just gone. He's out. Why did the Minecraft ambiance play as the door closed behind me? It's kind of sus. And the door handle faced... Oh, it faced that way, I think. Cool. So many songs. It just knows? It does know. Did Henry not just explicitly say to not wander off, Boris? What did you just do? You just wandered off. See ya, I guess. I don't want to be affiliated with you anyway. Boris slander. Get the toilet soup. I didn't grab it, but I checked it. What does it give me something other than soup? I just funnily enough realized this is legitimately the same like scaling of the school. Other than the doors being 2x3 in the school, the like room height is the same. You've got the 1 base layer and the 3 layers there, and then I realized it with this because I'm using trap doors for the like wall little extrusions. And you know Minecraft is self-aware? I don't like to be self-aware though. It's aware of the other game that's taking place, but it's not self-aware. Right? I don't know. Tasty Eats. Wait, these are the machines from Dark Revival, aren't they? Oh, I always just like seeing a hiding spot. Can go either way sometimes, to be honest. Fair enough. Okay. Are you or are you not aligned? You kind of are. Yeah, no, I guess you would be. They're so fun to play, so I'm having a blast. Let's see here. It's AI. What's AI? I was watching a video earlier, and the guy I was watching made a really good point. It was like, there's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna be able to say anything is AI and practically just like refute it entirely. I was like, yeah, true. Like, even if it's not AI, just say it's AI to invalidate it, and everyone would agree. Somebody had a contract with Steam a while ago. Why can't like Xbox, Sony, and or Microsoft, Sony, and Valve all agree to make games like accessible between the three? You just sign into the same account and boom, you get the games. Like, please. I'm gonna buy all three companies just to make that happen. That'd actually be probably horrendous to have to manage all three. I'm gonna be real with you here. I think managing one of them would suck. But end stream but immediately restart to at the same time and everything, wouldn't it count as the same stream on Twitch? Just reset the time? No, it wouldn't. I mean, you could absolutely do it that way, but it wouldn't be the same stream still. X stayed alive. Valve. Oh my god. I don't think it's Sony particularly, but yeah, I do feel like Sony's probably the odd one out. Since Microsoft is, well, Microsoft, and, you know, Valve is PC. I mean, I guess Sony is the only non-PC one. Like, you could get games on the Microsoft Store on PC. And then the Sony doesn't really have a PC compatible thing. What's it? Who's it? What's it? So many questions, so little answers, and so little time to answer them. One, two, three. Yeah, I think 3 makes sense. Is there like a pillar in the middle or anything? No. Try not to hit Boris's trigger and make him keep walking. I'm trying to stay away from him. 6 feet, Boris. 6 feet. Thing you do by turning off your Wi-Fi and OPS is freaking out and trying to establish a connection, switch games, and turn on into the same stream. I'm only laughing because that's just such a diabolical workaround. Like, out of anything, imagine sitting there and, like, trying to think of an alternative, and that's what you come up with. Like, if it works, it works, but I don't know. Perhaps I'm looking for a little bit of conventionality here, if that's even a word. I think it's a word. I don't know. Oh, there's only 2. Why did I think there was 3? First thing you see is Bingle. What is the... What? I don't want to know, actually. Eat tasty. What's tasty to eat? Anyone have any hot takes for food related things that they would like to share? Since we're working on a food little area here. I guess mine would just be soda's bad. Not bad for you. I mean, that one's kind of granted, but just like it tastes bad. You love pickles? I don't think that's a hot take. I don't like pickles, but... So I would disagree with you there. I don't know if that's a hot take, though, in general. I feel like a lot of people do like pickles. Dip sour apples into sweet and sour sauce and it doesn't taste bad? That sounds interesting. Anything like weird like that I do? I eat cereal without milk if I'm eating cereal. I don't generally eat cereal that often, but I just like, I don't put any liquid in it. I just, you know, eat the dry cereal. And I do that with a lot of things, actually. I just, like, don't... Like pancakes, I don't put toppings on. Bagels I do. I do put butter on bagels, but... Like, for the most part, outside of that, I don't really use sauces for. I guess more so breakfast or, like, bready things. Like, chicken nuggets, I will. Just as an example. Because I don't like milk. Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat, too. I'm not a huge milk fan. Also, the pickle comment reminds me, I've seen something where it's like, I can't believe they've pickled everything but cucumbers. And I'm like, yeah, I keep thinking that, I guess. That's, I mean, you know. But it's funny you come to that conclusion. Like, I feel like that's gotta be someone pulling your leg a little bit, at least. Like, if you come to the conclusion that they've pickled everything but cucumbers specifically, like, there's definitely other things that they haven't pickled. Welcome back, William. Okay, alright, Chris. See the dry Kasagi cereal doesn't sit well with you. Yeah, I also do like milk or dislike milk. That just does not sound like something I would want to indulge in. I don't know. I'm not like crazy weird with texture necessarily, but it's definitely one of those things that just is like, yeah, no thanks. Anything else I've got? I don't know. That's the... How is that supposed to be in context, Chris? Chuck E. Cheese. I have built a Chuck E. Cheese a little while ago. You should be able to find it. It's definitely up there on the popularity of tutorials for me. Should be this little area done. Does this go to... Oh no, this is the dark area first, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Lamb? Is a lamb somewhere? But that's not in the... I'm gonna leave the jungle. Because it does cut off a little bit there. It does cut off there. But that just isn't, like, actually in line like I thought it was. Which I guess is cool for the space. Is that a structure void here? No, there's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really think... Yeah, okay, but don't take that out of context. It's not like that's changing the point of the sentence. It's still the same excuse me, you know? Nah. Oops, your account was disconnected. I don't care. I missed the part where that's my... Actually, that kind of is my problem. Hiya, Boris. How's it going? The wife and kids good? Great. I'm guessing that's getting the 3 treatment. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. Because it doesn't go further than that. Yeah, I can look at that wall in this. I mean, there might not even be a jungle pillar, but I'm gonna presume that there is, because why the hell wouldn't there be? I did, I guess. That's true. I don't think this is a good painting option here. I guess you. Unfortunately, I need one on this side as well. Maybe the villagers? Unless there's too much green in that. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. I don't want the villager painting anyway. It's okay. You don't have to give it to me. Thanks. Gaslight the game into thinking the other thing. Woo! Video game gaslighting. It's my expertise. I think that'd go pretty high on the list of lame things to expertise set or in. Well, actually, professional gaslighter in general would be funny. I learned, perhaps it's not true, but I believe I learned, at least, where the term gaslighting actually came from today. I don't know, I've been inclined to not believe everything I hear on the internet, but I want to believe most things I hear on the internet because they're so interesting. But you know how that goes. They're like, oh wow guys, look at this cool real thing I read, and then it's like, this thing just discovered to be unreal and uncool. Professional gaslighter said Chop is a politician. I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. I hate that you aren't, but you really aren't. There's another pillar, I think, on this wall. Because there's the fuse box. Does this fuse box open, or is it just here? Just kind of there for the ride. Hey, Boris, what are you doing, man? How did I do these? Wait. Where am I going, more importantly? Screw strap door, mud brick, oak button. Okay. Oh. I hear the fruit. If I hear the fruit one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I mean, yeah. Okay, look, as a non-vinyl nor really album buyer in general, I understand wanting to have it physically, you know? Even if you don't necessarily, like, I feel like it'd be cool to just collect them, even if you don't necessarily use them, since you do have, you know, streaming and all that, but... Also, the other thing with, you know, how much actually artists make off of Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. It's embarrassing, legitimately. I have to flip them all. You don't understand. It's just I'm particular with my directions. My thing is, I have this entire chapter's layout memorized. This is the Alice one, right? I always forget if it's 3 or 4. Hello, Hayden. Yeah, exactly. Supporting the artist is another reason, like, I get so much merch. Especially CS. You know, if I can... I can support them with something a little bit better than just listening to the music. You know, concerts, whatever. Like, that's... It makes me feel better, too, I think, a little bit. Especially about making a purchase like that. You know, you're supporting cool and epic people. Alice is both 3 and 4. The Errand Boy chapter is the one I'm thinking about. Remember now, true, I did see that. Very awesome, Hayden. I do appreciate that. I guess right on cue with the supporting thing. Because you don't own anything on streaming services? Yeah. Recently, toxicity by system of down got randomly pulled from Spotify. Why? You good, stream? Just having a moment there. Door opens the other way. I can just tell. 3 you do her chores, 4 you're saving Boris. Right. Honestly, thinking about it though, like I am a solid chunk through the building of this game. Like if this is the midway chapter, I mean, I meant it down. I don't think I can do like a halo or anything, can I? There's no like elliptical symbol. Let's search, shall we? Currency symbols? What is that? What is that one? Whatever. Thank you for the sub, William. And see you later. I wonder how that mistake actually happens. Like, what's the... Why does that glow so bright in my hand? Oh my god. But, like, what was the actual error that happened, if that makes sense? What are you just standing there for, Boris? What do you want me to do? Oh, this is the Bendy cutout. I don't have Bendy on me, do I? Nope, I should probably, have a free Bendy in my back pocket. Main room would be this one, actually, yeah, because there's a Bendy directly under me right now. Okay, well, it's a block off, but it's the only Bendy I know. We're having it once where there was a, it was a song that, well, it wasn't. It was a song somebody made, I think, that somehow got uploaded to the wrong band. And I don't know how it happened, but it did. I remember seeing it pop up in my feed. I was like, how do these things happen? But I think it eventually got taken down or switched to a different artist or something with the same name, I guess, was the issue. Hello, Novaz. Who made that Bendy cutout? I made that Bendy cutout, actually, no. You made that one. I'm gonna need my Alice design back, by the way, probably. Because I don't have it memorized. I'll actually probably just scroll through our DMs and find wherever I gave you the list of the banner pattern stuff. Because that'd be easier than stealing it. Stealing it back, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna keep Bendy in my inventory. It's in Discord DMs? Yeah. Bendy in Sheep Songs, presented in something vision. Boris is still just standing there. He's just standing there, menacingly. Get out of there, SpongeBob. Silly vision? Ah. So be a tutorial along with chapter 2. Anyone in chat who was here at the beginning want to answer that? Use that knowledge to test. Since I had mentioned it. Only an Alice got out in 2 locations, if I remember right. The angle path. And then where you meet her. Interesting. Guess we'll see. Still, that's 2 hole cutouts. Could you imagine? Yeah, tour will be next week for the chapter 2. And I might have a pinned comment talking about it. You're good, you're good. I know it's not your fault. I just didn't feel like answering it again. I did say in the beginning though, I was like I don't feel like answering it again. So yeah. Figured I'd stick to that. It's the dark part of the dark rooms. Where's there quizzical and physics are physical and mathematical, then what are tests? Gee, I wonder. PlayStation request. I don't use PlayStation that much anymore, so I might have seen it come in, but I wouldn't have probably accepted it because I just don't use it. Other than for the occasional gameplay or tutorial recording. Make every song in your album a transition. Trying to figure out how to make a song, period. Oh, what's the design? Was there one? No, there hasn't been one in this chapter so far. Where would there have been one last? I'm just gonna go to chapter 1 again. Here's my old desk. It's not the one I want, though. Yes, I want you with the lectern. So lectern, fence, stairs. And I'll probably end up making it to... Okay, how do I get out of here? To the ceiling! We jumped through a window. I think, I'm probably gonna end soon-ish. But where? Here. I will set up teleporter before I end. It's like the only thing I for sure want to do briefly or quickly. Oh, it's a camera. It's like this, and then conduit on top. Can I place a conduit? Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you could place them on stairs or not. Have fun, Hayden. See you later. Hi, Kiko. Have you been asleep? Question mark. Hello, Iker. Oh, you were talking about moving and you want chapter 3 is better than 4. Some aspects definitely. I do dislike in 4 how if you're a certain distance away from the like swingy things, it'll just throw you practically. Or no, it won't even like it won't latch on, it'll just let go. That has screwed me up on chase scenes and stuff a lot. But I like the flare gun and like the hands and overall look a little bit more in 4. Plus the sound whenever you like fall from a certain height, the like air pressure sound. Well, let me enter. It'll let me get a little bit in. Wait, this area legitimately feels thinner. Yeah, no, this part's a little bit thinner, so I'm gonna go with 3 rather than 4. The hands look not as skinny and thin in 4. Do they? I like never noticed that in 4, to be honest. Anything with that. Yeah, I don't think I want to start the dark part fully yet. Like I'll get the one panel in that I can, but see you later, William. Like our cave? Oh, you're telling me you didn't watch the video, Chris? Alright. Got to the dark part. I might do the dark part off stream, but I don't know. We'll see. Not bad. Bendy feels a lot quicker to make than other projects, I feel like. But also it's mainly because I guess the detailing isn't as intense. Like I'm not really texturing or anything. It's just laptop decided it hated life. Valid, honestly, don't blame it. But what was I saying? I don't have to worry about texturing every single wall like Poppy Playtime. Plus, I mean, it's not like I'm thinking of a bunch of different things. It's just how many different variations of like the same color can I use? Building chapter 2 right now. Epic. And as I was saying, I'm still trying to figure out how to make a song. Oh, so never mind. I'm already here. Fine. But what did I want to show, actually? I feel like it was something else I wanted to show before. Oh, yeah. I wanted to do the teleporter. And, oh, my God. I gotta take you real quick. I think I never got enough sleep last night since I went to build early, or bed. Or she can potentially cure. That's... What exactly, like... How would it, I guess? Just out of curiosity. like that'd be something I would just fear at all times and would never be able to sleep because of. I feel like I should make those beehives, but it's a lot of work. So. Cool. Anything here that needs to be sealed? Just gonna do a quick check. Want to do a probably with them deathless run. See if can I have the nightmare critters in your under won't get the best of me this time. I feel like if I did that, I would. Yeah, I feel like 1 to 2, I'd be fine. 3 might get me. Dog day section, I think is really the only one that I would die on and normally do die on. And then 4, I don't think I died in 4 in the stream. Cool. I guess it's not a huge amount of progress, but how much longer is this chapter? I feel like it's a lot of backtracking, so hopefully that'll be helpful for me. At least at this point. I guess I will have to worry about the ink demon and stuff, but health risks such as heart stroke, cardiovascular disease, high mortality risks, and other health problems. Oh, fantastic. Where's your daddy? Probably not. I'm trying not to buy a ton of games. I'll probably get Cooking Simulator. Cooking Simulator, and there's one other game that I forget the name of that I really want to play for either YouTube or Twitch stream. I'd probably do it on YouTube, just since it's kind of themed around things that we would do on the YouTube rather than Twitch generally. I don't want to say what it is, though. A lot more gray. I mean, I have a lot more. Obviously, I did like 2 minutes of the chapter. But how much more is it than like 2? Because 2 felt like it went by very quick. And also the tour was like 8 minutes. I feel like the 1 tour was longer. Do a tutorial chapter 3, how will you do the cave? I won't in the tutorial. I'll tell you that much. I'll explain a little bit how I went about doing it, but I won't, like, give you a block for block or anything. You'll see how I do them in 2. 3 won't even be like that, but 2, you'll see how I do them in 2, because 2, I want an opinion, or want opinions on that, just to see how they are, generally. Do you think you did your bit long enough? What was your bit? What were you doing? What? Cooking sim, could they be played completely normally or with only chaos in mind? I think both ways would be my vibe. Half-Life Perfect 2 Remastered first games coming out in winter. It's a good game. I have 1, and I played it a little bit. It's cool. 4 times more than 2 each floor, except K9 and 14 are small. Great. Awesome. Okay, so it's dark part, and then it's heavenly toys. And that has a little area. And then it's a little bit more, and then the elevator? Right? Oh. First one's getting a remaster, like everything's getting updated into a new game. Sick. Well, anyway. Now that T-Jog's back, I'm just kidding. I was ending anyway. I am going to end the stream there. There's a Twitch tonight, and again, YouTube tomorrow will be early morning. Probably like 11? Depends. I might just wake up early. Like, I feel like I can tell myself to wake up early, and I will. Because I always, whenever I, like, want to set an alarm or something for, like, 8, I'll just wake up at 7:30. So, anyway. Thank you guys if you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.